Welcome to part 1 of the Brook baby blanket crochet along. Let's get to the details quickly. I want you to know that there are abbreviated, very abbreviated, written portions within this YouTube video. You can find the complete unabbreviated written portions for the patterns on my website, ChrissysOverTheMountainCrochet.com. Some portions will not even have a written pattern. These are just an aid to help you visually understand what is happening within the pattern. Now, let's talk about how this baby blanket came about. I won't keep you but just a minute. The blanket and the stitches were inspired by the Brook poncho that was designed a few years ago. I decided to use a 3-weight mandala sparkle yarn. I used 4 cakes of mandala sparkle yarn to make this blanket. You will need to doctor the last 2. This yarn is a 3-weight with 328 yards per cake. I used a Susan Bates H 5.0 crochet hook. Now let's start round 1. Chain 3 or use a magic circle and join in a ring. There's the slip knot. Fairly easy. Tighten that down, chain 3, join in a ring. This is my favorite method. I don't have to worry about it opening up. 2, 3. Now hold on to that loop, come down and insert your hook in that first chain. Now chain 2, this will not count as a stitch. Then we need to execute 12 double crochets in the ring. When chaining 3 and joining in a ring, I prefer to crochet over that tail, and then when I'm finished with all stitches after I've joined, I can pull on that tail and that will make that smaller. Let me speed this up for you and get to the 12 double crochets in the ring. Okay, I need to slide those stitches over to make just a little bit more room. You may need to do that as well. And there's the 12th stitch. Let's count to make sure. I have 12 stitches. Now, bypass that chain 2. Don't join, ignore that chain 2. It does not count as a stitch. Now join in the top of the very first double crochet. So we need to make a beginning double crochet V, that is chain 4, and double crochet in that joining stitch. That chain 4 acts as a double crochet chain 1. Now we will execute 2 double crochets in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then a double crochet V. There's your beginning double crochet V. 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, that's 4 total. Now a double crochet V in this next stitch. And a double crochet V is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch. And that makes a V stitch. Now it's 2 double crochets in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then a double crochet V. And you will see that the pattern or the repeat is 2 double crochets in the next stitch 2 times, then a double crochet V in the next stitch, and you execute that sequence 3 times. I have executed that 3 times. I am at the last double crochet V. Now I will execute 2 double crochets in those last 2 stitches and join with a slip stitch in that 3rd chain of that beginning double crochet V. You can see we have 4 V's. They're evenly placed. That will be the beginning of the corners. of the square. There's the third chain. We will join in that third chain. There we go. Now we are on to round 3, but first let's take a look at our V's to make sure they are evenly placed. They are. That's very nice. Okay, let's move on to round 3. So let's get started on round 3. Round 3 will be slip stitch into the chain 1 space of the previous V, then chain 4 and execute 6 treble stitches in that chain 1 space. So this is a beginning 7 treble shell. So the beginning 7 treble shell is chain 4 and 6 trebles in that chain 1 space. After we finish that beginning 7 treble shell, we will skip 3 double crochets and then single crochet in that 4th. There we go. That looks nice. Now we will skip the remaining double crochets on that side before we go to the double crochet V, and then execute a 7 treble shell in that double crochet V. Skip 3 stitches after that, single crochet in the double crochet, skip 2 stitches and do the 7 treble shell. There will be 7 treble shells when we're finished, and skip the double crochets, single crochet, then skip the remaining double crochets and slip stitch in the 4th chain of the beginning chain 4 of the beginning 7 treble shell. That 4th chain represents the top of that treble stitch. There we go. Now we are moving on to round 4, but look how nice. It's cute, actually. This is a cute little square. Put some corners on that, and that would make a nice afghan. So we're on to round 4. Round 4 starts with a chain 4 and double crochet in the next stitch. The chain 4 represents a double crochet, chain 1. There's the double crochet, chain 1 in the next stitch. We have 3 double crochets and 3 chain 1s. Now we need to execute a double crochet V in the 4th stitch of the 7 treble shell. There we go. Now we need to chain 1 double crochet in the next stitch. We're on the back side of that V, so it's chain 1 double crochet, chain 1 double crochet. So we do that 3 times. Now we are right at that single crochet that was made. We're going to skip that single crochet and then double crochet, right, skip that, and then double crochet, skip it, skip it twice. Now double crochet right there and chain 1. Starting to change colors, that's exciting. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. There's the chain 1. Now it's a double crochet V. And remember, when we're on the back side of that V, it's chain 1 double crochet. It's looking nice, looking very nice. There's the V and there's the V. And remember, we're on the back side of that V, so it's chain 1 double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, and skip that single crochet. There we go. That looks nice. Now we execute that all the way around. V, and there's a V, and we've skipped the single crochets. We'll do that all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. I'm at the beginning. I will slip stitch in the 3rd chain of that chain 4, and that 3rd chain represents the top of the double crochet. Moving on to round 5, you may want to pause and write down these instructions and check my website. This is the most difficult round. Now chain 2. This will represent a half double crochet. This chain 2 represents a half double crochet. Now we are going to front post treble in the first treble stitch that is 2 rows below of that 7 treble fan. And now we'll execute a half double crochet in the next double crochet. Now we're going to execute a front post treble in the second treble of the 7 treble fan, 2 rows below. There we go. Yep. Now it's a half double crochet in that double crochet. Half double crochet. All right, now it is a front post treble in the third treble of the 7 treble shell, and it is a half double crochet in that double crochet. Now we're going to execute another front post treble underneath. Let me back out of there so you can see that a little better. We're going to go underneath that front post treble that we just made in the third treble and execute a front post treble in that same third treble. Let's look at this. All right, so we have 2 front post trebles in the third treble, 2 rows below. Now we need to do a double crochet V in the next V. There we go. Execute our double crochet V, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 in that chain 1 space of the double crochet V. Now we need to execute a front post treble in the 4th treble of the 7 treble shell. Now execute a half double crochet in that double crochet that is right back there behind. Yep, right there behind. Double crochet. Now we've got that double crochet made. Now we need to execute another front post treble in that 4th treble stitch, but we need to shove that treble down the post because we want this front post treble to be above. See, that first one is below the is down low on the post, and the second one is above. See how those mirror each other? I really like this sequence. Now it's a half double crochet in the next double crochet and a front post treble in the 5th treble of the 7 treble shell. Half double crochet in the next double crochet. There we go. Now a front post treble in the 6th treble of the 7 treble shell and a half double crochet. Now that last treble of the 7 treble shell will remain unworked. And there we have a very pretty textured corner. That will be executed all the way around. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here is the repeat if you want to pause and write this down. You repeat this 3 times. Now we are at the end of the 3rd repeat. We have one more front post treble to do. There's the last front post treble. This will be the last half double crochet, and then we join with a slip stitch in that second chain that represented the half double crochet. There we go. Now things are going to get easier. Round 6 is nothing but single crochets and a single crochet V at each V. So chain 1 and single crochet in the joining stitch. single crochet in the front post treble, single crochet and a half double crochet, single crochet in every stitch around until you get to the V, until you get to the double crochet V. Now, there's single crochet stitches. We're at the double crochet V. Now in that chain one space, in order to make a single crochet V, it's single crochet, chain two, single crochet. And then single crochet in each stitch on this side until we get to a double crochet V, and then it's a single crochet V. There we go. We shall do that all the way around, and I will come and meet you at the end of the round. All right, I am at the end. It's looking quite nice. Now it is join with a slip stitch. Now round 7 is just basically double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, and so we chain 2 and double crochet in the joining stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet across until we get to the V, single crochet in that last stitch there. Now it's a double crochet V in that single crochet V. Now it's important to skip the first stitch. That first stitch will remain unworked, and we will start the single crochet, double crochet sequence. Remember, skip that stitch, single crochet in this stitch, single crochet, skip that stitch. I'm not sure why I'm showing you that so many times. Skip, single crochet. Okay, you get the picture. Now double crochet. Now we're executing that all the way across that side till we get to the double crochet V or single crochet V, and then we execute a double crochet V. We are at the end of the round. We have one more single crochet to make. Just want to take a look there. It just adds a little texture, adds a little body, and these are the transition rows. After we finish these transition rows, then we work another set of stitches. There's our last single crochet, and we bypass that chain 2 and join with a slip stitch in the top of that double crochet. Round 8 is simple. Round 8 is simply chain 1, single crochet in each stitch until you get to a double crochet V. Then it's a single crochet V. Very simple. Single crochet. No stitches are skipped. There are no skipped stitches, I should say. Single crochet V is single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. We execute that all the way around. This is just easy, basic stitches. The very first part of the pattern is the most difficult. It will be easy going from here on out, just keeping track of your stitch count. So we'll execute this all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round, meet you at the join. We have just a couple of stitches left to crochet, and we are joining right there. Now this next round, I like this. This is one of my favorite stitches. It's a cross stitch round. So cross stitch is easy. The beginning cross stitch is chain 3, cross back in front of this chain 3. That chain 3 represents a double crochet. Let me show you again. Yarn over, cross back, and hit the stitch that is behind. Insert your hook in the stitch behind, and you've made a beginning cross stitch. Now, skip a stitch execute a double crochet, yarn over, cross back in front of that stitch, and make a double crochet. That makes an X stitch or a cross stitch, whatever you choose to call it. Very simple, but it's fun, adds texture and adds weight to a crochet pattern. So you crochet that until you get to the single crochet V, and the last stitch remains unworked. And then you execute a double crochet V. And that's how that is worked all the way across each side. So let's get started for the second side. The second side is easy. You do not skip stitches here at all. You need to execute your first double crochet in the second stitch, then cross back and hit that first stitch. Skip a stitch, double crochet, cross back and hit the stitch you just skipped with a double crochet. All the way across, all the way around until you get to the V, and then you will skip the last stitch and make a double crochet V. There's a close-up of that action there for you. Let's do this all the way around, and I'll meet you at the join. Really cute stitch. I like that. You could weave wind ribbon through that. I use this stitch on a lot of my projects. Okay, remember there's a stitch that is skipped right before you execute the V, and I'll meet you at the end. And the color has transitioned. That's exciting. And at the end, and join to the third chain of that beginning chain 3 that represents a double crochet. All right, now round 10 is easy. It is a single crochet in each stitch around. So chain 1, single crochet in the joining stitch, single crochet in each stitch around until you get to a V, and then it is a single crochet V in each V. There we go. We're at the V, so single crochet V is single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. And then making sure you don't miss any stitches, make that double crochet can sometimes hide that first one. So double crochet, single crochet in each stitch around, and I will meet you at the join. We're starting to get a larger piece that we're working with, which is exciting, and color changes are happening. Here's our last single crochet, and we're joining to the top of that single crochet, and we are moving back to a double crochet single crochet round. So chain 2, and it does not count as a stitch, and double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet until we get to the V, and then it is a double crochet V in that single crochet V. And then skip that first stitch, skip that stitch, and start with a single crochet right there. And then execute the single crochet, double crochet round all the way around. Very easy. I'll meet you at the join. There we go. And the last round has 116 stitches, which is important, but they are all single crochets. So chain 1, single crochet in each stitch around, and a single crochet V in each V. So single crochet until you reach the V, and then single crochet V in the V. Simple, easy, not much to think about. Just keep track of your stitches. Make sure you have the correct stitch count. This will be the last round of part 1. We're at the join. I'm excited. This is such an exciting project. Look for part 2 on my YouTube channel. It was so good to have you on my side of the mountain. Bye for now.